Gemini, we're doing quick September preview readings. I'm pulling from the Urban Crow Oracle, the Crow Tarot, and the Moon Oracle. Since we are heading into eclipse season, we have our first big full moon in Pisces coming up in about a week, and it will be an eclipse. So, all kinds of crazy stuff happening in the stars, and it should be illuminating, right? Right now, Gemini, I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but Uranus is in your sign, and personally, I'm not a big fan of it. So I'm wondering how you guys are holding up. I feel like I have not done a reading for you in quite some time, so I decided to start with Taurus, and I thought it would be good just to go in order because I kind of miss you guys. What's going on? How are you? I hope you're well. So let's get started. Spirit for Gemini, what is coming in September for, love this. Okay. We're getting Sacred Space, number 43. And Mischief is actually at the bottom of the deck, so that's something we'll keep. I'll just rip my nail off almost. Something we'll keep in mind as we move through. I hope there's no mischief in your sacred space, Gemini. We're getting the Magician. Well, there you are. I'm not going to take it, but Spirit, can you tell me what's coming in September? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I saw that card when I was shuffling for Taurus. I saw it like twice. Can you give me one more for Gemini, please? What's coming in September for Gemini? Okay, let's not get goofy. For Gemini, I want one more card, please. Tell me about September for Gemini. Alright, well, of course I asked for another card and I get two more. The Chariot, you've got to be kidding me, and the Star. So, I just wanted a little bit. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Just wanted a little bit more information, and of course I get too much information. That's okay, we're going to roll with it. One more card. Spirit, can you please tell me what's coming in for Gemini in September, please? One card for Gemini for September. Come on now. Gemini, you might be having difficulty keeping things in order. Things might not be going right because immediately all the decks, I feel like, are very talkative, but kind of giving me stuff prematurely and then not wanting to really cooperate. And I can't seem to get, I asked for one card. All right, Aquarius could be significant in your life because we do have the Star card coming out. And we also have the full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Now, we recently had a full moon in Aquarius probably last month. In July, I'm guessing. And new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. Scorpio season isn't too far away. The new moon in Scorpio will be coming up during Scorpio season. So there could be something here with either one of those signs. We also have Cancer with the Chariot. Again, the Star, Aquarius energy. And Wheel of Fortune, which for me is Jupiter energy, but many say that it represents the fixed signs, which would be Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. But for me, it's Jupiter, and I lean towards Sagittarius energy on it, so you can make your own determinations. Okay, so let's talk about it. My favorite card that you got is the Sacred Space card. It's got this beautiful little nest. The two parents here are looking down on 4 eggs. And I think it's interesting that the Wheel of Fortune sort of mimics that imagery with the circle. And so what I'm seeing here, okay, we're getting work through your fears. I am feeling like a sort of a back and forth. What I think is going on here is that sacred space, okay, whatever that represents for you, it could be literally your space, or it could just be something, I mean, it could be your children, or just something that's very protected by you. Could be yourself, your own body, your own personality, what have you. So I feel like we need to work through our fears around that a little bit. The Star also tells me that. The Star is about being comfortable in your own skin. It's about being seen. It's about understanding your connectedness to the world, but also just being willing to shine in your authenticity. So we're getting that energy kind of twice here. But what I'm feeling, especially with this Mischief card at the bottom of the Oracle deck here, what I'm feeling is like a fear of repeating a cycle, if that makes any sense. And I feel like the fear surrounding that has something to do with being yourself. I don't know if this goes back to, like, for example, maybe you were rejected or shamed at some point in your life for showing your true self, for allowing your personality to fully shine. And it's like the fallout of that has made you fearful that doing so again is going to cause something similar to happen. That's basically like what I'm picking up here. But with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot card here, these two cards to me are basically saying, like, the Wheel of Fortune is like a change of fate, right? This is things changing. This is cycles. This is blessings, rewards, could be literal fortunes falling into your lap. But I just feel like the Wheel of Fortune is here to say, like, that this is a different cycle. Like, you've entered a different cycle, but it's like your mind is somewhere else. And with the Chariot card, one of the messages of the Chariot is that he is not afraid to stand out. He's not afraid to leave it all behind, to go his own way. And I feel like that's what we're struggling with here a little bit in some respect, is being afraid to go against the grain. But it's not just going against the grain, it's like being true to yourself. And for others, or for all of you, there could be also a message underlying that, is like a fear of taking control, a fear that you yourself are actually in control of how this wheel turns. And It's like I'm feeling a struggle there between worrying about what others think or how you're going to be perceived and things like this, versus understanding that it doesn't really matter how you're perceived or what others think, because you yourself are in control of the outcome. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but you control the outcome. King of Cups, you are able, you're perfectly able and capable of tapping into that own stability within yourself. You control your own emotions. You control how you react. Don't let outside energies rock you. Like their opinion doesn't really matter. And I don't know what else to say, Gemini. Like, I feel like, yeah, bond is underneath the deck here. Precisely. You're going to bond with the people who understand and appreciate the light that you do shine by being yourself. And that is a sacred space, right? Like, you are a sacred space. So if you show up in any context bearing your own authenticity, like, some people won't get it, they won't understand it, and that's okay, because it's not for them. I hope this is making sense. You are for people who are going to love and appreciate you when you are your true authentic self, and everybody else, like, they don't need to get it. They're not privileged enough to get it, and that's okay. That's okay. I know that's a struggle for air signs a lot of times. Like, you guys are super into, like, what other people's thoughts are, I guess. And I feel like air signs are more concerned with fitting in than most other signs of other elements are. But I feel like you're wrestling with these concepts in September, and I mean, with all these major arcana out here, I feel like, you know, with the Chariot and the Star, like, the real victory is knowing who you are and having the courage to show up like that, no matter what, without caring about the judgment of others or any of that. That's the real win in life, because the secret is that most people are not living life like that. And I mean, it's just because they're afraid, because they haven't worked through their fear. But I feel like you have, or you're going to be. And I mean, once you get through that process, once you start moving through that process, like, that becomes an addiction. Being yourself, being authentic becomes an addiction, because that's how good it feels. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that helped. I love you so much. Good luck with this. You got this. I mean, this is beautiful, major energy. And I will see you soon.